Quaid Azam Part 284. Maulana Azad and Badshah Khan were amongst the four who represented the Congress at Shimla. Their inclusion was deliberate to emphasize that Jinnah could not presume to represent all the Muslims of India, and also a clear signal that the Congress would not compromise on this issue. On 5 May 1946, a visiting cabinet delegation at the school at the second Shimla conference through an innovatory scheme recommended that the proposed Indian constitution ought to have a system which, for the want of more elegant phrase, got called groupings. This proposal was, in a sense, the brainchild of the legalistic mind of Sir Stafford Cripps. Even when shown down to his bare essentials, it was a scheme of the great complexity, full of uncharted traps, that this proposed theme of the groupings ought to have gone unresolved all the way from when proposed in 5 May 1946 to that final conference in London under Attlee's chairmanship on 6 December 1940, and still remain obstinately an obstacle, testifies to the impractical nature of it. Its essentials were: number one, that there will be an all-India union embracing both British India and the Indian states, dealing with foreign affairs, defence and communication. The qualifying at least is per transfer of power documents. Number two, that the provinces of British India will be divided into 3 groups numbered alphabetically as under, comprising the provinces mentioned against each. Group A, Madras, Bombay, United Province, Bihar, Central Province and Orissa. Group B, Punjab, Northwest Frontier Province, Sindh and Balochistan. Group C, Bengal and Assam. The composition of the groups would be subject to province having the right to change its group immediately upon the new constitution being adopted, whereafter only upon the expiry of 10 years each group would settle the subjects it desired to adopt as group subject. These would then be obligatory responsibilities of all the members of that group. The remaining subject and all residuary powers would vest in the relevant provinces. Number 4, for these 3 groups A, B and C, separate constituent assemblies would then be established, the provincial legislature of each group sending their elected representatives to their group's constituent assembly. Only when the provincial and the group constituencies had been settled by the group constituent assemblies was to be open to a province to change its group through a majority decision of its provincial legislative assembly. After having settled the provincial and the group's constitution, the 3 group constituent assemblies were to meet together with the 32 representatives of Indian states to settle all India Union fundamental rights, minority protection clauses, etc., and these would be applicable to all of India. Number 7, it was also mandated that the decision in the Union Constituent Assembly would have to be by a majority of two-thirds of the present and voting. This conference brought into open the intentions and aims of the participants. I beg your pardon, please. Congress had no intentions of compromising or admitting that Jinnah alone represented Muslims, and he, Jinnah, in turn remained fixed and inflexible about that. He did agree to a federal union government concept. This was a major concession as it implied Jinnah, if not entirely giving up, and then was certainly diluting his demand for sovereign Pakistan.